was shot and killed in 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 was shot and killed in.
You know what's starting to bother me is that we always can find a black man in every city ready to die over nonsense. Ready to die off weed, ready to die off of crime, ready to die off some type of abuse, some type of holistic situation. Like, we always can find a black man ready to die. And it's interesting because why can't we find 100 more black men ready to build? 100 more black men ready to be fathers, be providers, be role models, be protectors. More importantly, be leaders. And it's so interesting that we give all of this emphasis to rappers who promote so much negativity on a regular basis. It's crazy to me. It's like we stop the world and say this rapper died. And it's like I'm trying to figure out what exactly are we expecting? Like what why are we expecting their life to have so much longevity? I'm just trying to ask a few questions. Like, why are we acting as if what they're promoting is going to give them a long-lasting life? You promote gunplay. You promote having the biggest gun. You promote that if the ops come to you, then you ready. You got bulletproof vests, cars and windows, and you ready. It don't matter when, wherever. If the ops come, you ready. And for some reason, every time the ops come, the rapper that was talking the loudest is the only one laying on the ground bleeding out. The only one in the car bleeding out. The only one, you didn't get no ops. You didn't take anybody with you. It's just you. So I'm kind of confused about, like, you're glorifying this lifestyle and everybody keeps saying, and see, this is what I'm starting to notice. I'm starting to notice that there are some people that come from good homes that chose the streets. Like, they deliberately left their house with their mom, their dad, whoever was raising them, their grandparents. They literally found a place where they could go so that way they could be cool and they can get some credibility. We give more credibility to people that's been in jail than people who've graduated from college. We give more support to people that are in jail and putting money on their books than giving people in college money for their books. Whole lot of student loans out there, but these rappers are buying what type of cars? We're supporting people who are detrimental to our communities. We're supporting people who are detrimental to our children. And here's the thought process. A lot of these rappers don't even let their kids listen to the things that they say. But you let your kids listen to it. You promote it around your kids. Somebody said, there's an agenda to destroy the black family. And when they say the agenda to destroy the black family, they blame the media, they blame the white man, they blame slavery. But we never look within and we never ask ourselves, well, why are we supporting the things that are internally damaging to our nuclear family? There's the bashing of black men. There's the bashing of black women. There's the bashing of the black community. And it's so interesting that we find that most people involved in the bashing do nothing credible in the community whatsoever. They are not assets to the community whatsoever. But the thought process is, it seems like it's so many people that are striving to be liabilities to the community. We have more people wanting to be rappers, basketball players, football players. We have more people that want to go in that route than want to be lawyers and doctors. Why is that? Why is being a lawyer and a doctor so unachievable in the black community? Why is it that, hey, I'll never be able to go to school that long. I'll never be able to pass that test. I'll never be able to get there. But it's like being a rapper is more achievable. Talking about womanizing, talking about drugs, talking about, jail, talking about gang violence, talking about alcoholism, talking about we outside. And now the question is, outside doing what? Outside promoting what? Outside being a role model to who? Outside leading people to do what? Somebody said you don't feel bad about these rappers dying. You know, it's unfortunate that these young men and women are dying. But my thought process is, why are we not advocating the stoppage of violence before they die? Why are we not saying, hey, I don't want you to rest in power. I want you to live in power. Forget resting in peace. I want you to promote peace while you're alive. I want you to advocate for something that we can stand behind and stand up for. But it's so crazy because every one of these rappers, their songs do not promote peace. It don't promote togetherness. It don't promote teamwork. It don't promote fathers being fathers and mothers being mothers. It don't promote learning and fixing your credit and investing your time. It don't promote fathers being in the home and learning your love languages and building yourself emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, and spiritually. It always promotes negativity. And for some reason, it doesn't bother us enough to speak out about it. And we ignore it until it's one of our sons, one of our daughters, one of our husbands, one of our wives. It's always until it touches home. And my thought process is, hasn't it touched home too many times this year? I mean, hasn't it been in the forefront of the conversation too many times this year? I mean, we all see it. We all understand it's happening. But for some reason, it's like, well, I'll talk about it maybe later. I'll do something maybe later. And the thought process is, later is too late. There's no way in hell that you should be able to get rich off of rapping about things that are detrimental to your society, to your community, to your people of your race, male and female and children. But people are getting rich off of your pain. You go to their concerts. You buy their products. You buy their services. You act as if what they're doing is so grand and great. It's funny because a lot of people are trying to escape their real life reality. They don't have a lot of positive things going on, and they're living vicariously through those young rappers. They're living vicariously through those men and women that seem like they're promoting this grand life. And then as soon as somebody dies, nobody scratches their head and says, well, let's look at their lifestyle. Let's look at what they were promoting. Somebody said there's always somebody out there badder, bigger, better than you. Just my thoughts. Peace.
When you experience something disorienting, close your eyes and count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you open them again, whatever you saw or heard will be gone.